What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Title of the video, you probably know that we're gonna be talking about how to make your RSX all-wheel drive. And I do apologize that I am driving and I'm on the phone, but I just wanted to go out for a drive, and I just didn't want to be home recording myself. It kind of helps me a little bit to open my mind a little bit and talk. So, like I said, we're gonna be talking about how to make your RSX all-wheel drive. What I'm gonna be talking about is this kit will work for an EP3 and also as for an EM2. So everything that I'm gonna be trying to cover, just know that if you own any of those two vehicles, this will work for you as well. So there's a lot of pros and cons going all-wheel drive on any of these three vehicles. So I'm gonna try to narrow it down for you guys and cover everything that I will, but most of the stuff that I'm gonna be talking about, I'm gonna be doing to my car within the next couple weeks, so you guys can follow up and know how to make your car all-wheel drive. In my experience over the years, I believe making the RSX, EP3, and EM2 is probably the cheapest vehicle to make it all-wheel drive. The reason I say that is because the CRV and Honda Element share the same undercarriage. So those two vehicles are all-wheel drive. So about 90% of the stuff from those two vehicles bolt up into the RSX, and as well as the EP3 and EM2. So that saves you a ton of money, because people are messaging me and like, yo, how are you gonna do your all-wheel drive setup between 2 to 3 grand? And they really don't realize that, like I said, 90% of this stuff from the CRV and Honda Element bolt up onto the RSX. So I'm gonna do with pros, and then I'm gonna get with the cons. And the pros are gonna be the rear trailing arms literally bolt up into your RSX. You don't have to do no custom fab work or nothing. They literally bolt right up onto your car. As well as for the axles from the CRV or Honda Element, they bolt right up, of course, because you're going to be using the trailing arms now. The next thing is going to be your subframe in the front of the vehicle. You are going to have to get one from the Honda Element or CRV. So you have to, in order for you to not to do a bunch of fab work, just go to a junkyard, pay 60-80 bucks for one, and literally bolt it right up. You are gonna need a transmission from the Honda CRV or Element. So let's get with the cons, because there's a couple that you probably not gonna like. So the very first thing is gonna be, you no longer can have your fuel tank. You have to take your stock fuel system out, throw it out, because that's where your diff will be going. I'm gonna put a picture for you guys so you guys can see where it'll be mounting in. And the very next step is you will no longer have e-brake. Sucks, but you have to, in order for your drive shaft to go to the back of the diff. That's a couple of the bad things. You are gonna need an external, like a fuel cell, which I already have on my car. So it works great, no issues. And you're gonna need a inline fuel pump as well. So with you having a fuel cell, I highly recommend getting something between 15 or 20 gallon fuel cell, because I currently have a 10, and it's stupid annoying having a 10 gallon because I run out of gas super quick. So one of my steps is going to be going probably to a 15 or 20 gallon for sure, because like I said, having to carry extra E85 on the back of my seat, it's just tiring of it. So take my advice, get a fuel cell that's big enough that you're able to drive around with no issues or running out of gas. So I plan on everything that I've been talking about with cutting the tunnel and removing the fuel tank and installing the subframe, the transmission. I want to be I am going to be recording everything so you guys can follow up and learn how to make your RSX all-wheel drive. Like I said, once I'm done with the whole series, I like to break it down and see the cost that it happened. That way, if you're interested in making your vehicle all-wheel drive, you're gonna have quite an idea how much money I spend, and you probably will want to do it because um, it's it's really not much. So you know, I'm gonna send it and probably make a couple mistakes, but I hope you guys can learn from it. So next step is gonna be I'm gonna be taking out my transmission this coming week, and I'm also gonna be putting my rear trailing arms on Dory. So I'm gonna be posting a video, so you guys want to learn how to pull your all-wheel drive trailing arms from the CRV. Stay tuned, and again, subscribe. I truly appreciate that. I'm trying to grow the channel. It's kind of nervous for me to talk, so little by little I'll get better at it. But thank you guys.